exhalation. So focus on the breath. Do deep inhalation, retain as long as possible, and do conscious exhalation, relaxing the entire physical body and the mind. Focus should be only on the breath. So, by this process of proper pranayama, should follow this process, don't follow anything else. One can very easily relax the physical body and quieten the mind. Should be able to experience a very quietened mind by focusing on the breath. And when the mind is quietened, Upanishad mantras say that one who has studied the Vedanta Shastras and understood what is Brahman should do upasana, dhyanam on the Brahman, supreme principle, supreme consciousness principle as being permeating everything around. Sarvam khalvidam brahma. Tat jalaniti shanta upasita. The mind has to be quietened, shanta upasita. One should do dhyanam, upasana on Brahman as sarvam khalvidam. Everything around you verily is Brahman. It is also to be remembered that this Brahman is the source of creation, sustenance, and dissolution of the entire universe. A very elevating mantra to focus for dhyanam. Since it is not possible to comprehend Brahman in its vastness, Brihattamatvat Brahma, Upanishad mantras also point to the same consciousness principle present within each of us as the entity that helps you cognize everything. Cognition of all the five objects that are available to the five sense organs, and also all the actions that happen from the physical body. The cognitive power is the key principle. Pratibodhaviditam matam amrutatvam hi vindate atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate amrutam. So bodham, pratibodham, constant cognition that happens within our mind is possible only because of the consciousness principle. And this fundamental principle, which enables cognition, to be understood as Veditam Matam. The considered opinion of the Upanishad is that this is to be understood as the pure consciousness principle, Brahma Tattvam. So, what is the key benefit you get by understanding that I am that pure consciousness? You understand that I am that pure consciousness. Truly, I am that. So, my physical body, sense organs, mind look seemingly real. My real nature is pure consciousness. You understand that. Pratibodha vijitam matam amrutatvam hi vindate. It will establish you in immortality. Upanishad is saying. So we have to work towards that. And when you are alive and with the Brahma Jnanam, Atmana Vindate Viryam. This Atma Jnanam gives you tremendous mental fortitude, mental capability to stand any challenges in life. And so, Viryam, special power you get. Vidyaya Vindate Amrutam. This knowledge of supreme truth as your own true nature definitely establishes you in immortality. Here now as Jivan Mukti and later as Videha Mukti. So, how to understand the supreme principle first and then understand that it is the same as your own pure consciousness. Let's study further the 10th chapter, wonderful chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषये भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः उपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ॐ. All of you switch on cameras, and if you're not camera on, chant Yam Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Rimyai Vedai Sangapadakramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samaga ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. Now all the six shlokas. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatye Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Hari Om. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena bhasvata ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पण्डितं बुधाः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता दशमोऽध्यायः विभूतियोगः ॐ नारायणः परो व्यक्तात् अण्डमं व्यक्तसम्भवम् अण्डस्यान्तस्ति मे लोकाः सप्तद्वीपा च मेदिनी That's on chant. Shloka number 3, which we learned in the last class. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Yomamajamanadim cha Vetti Lokamaheshwaram Asammudhas Samartyeshu Sarva Papai Pramuchyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. What is the name of the 10th chapter? 10th chapter is called as Vibhuti Yoga. The word Vibhuti has been derived from second shloka, Vibhavam, which has got the root in Prabhavam. Prabhavam na Maheshwaraha. Prabhavam becomes Prabhu becomes Vibhu, so Vibhuti Yoga. Now, what is the important thing Bhagavan is saying in Shloka number 3? Shloka number 3, as an introduction to the entire 10th chapter, Bhagavan is saying that there are certain qualifications required to know the ultimate reality, supreme truth, supreme principle. That qualification you have to build over a period of time. Kalenatmani vindati. Understand, right? It has to build over a period of time. And that quality is called in this shloka as what? Asammudhaha. Means what? First, learn to treat all the worldly experiences, all the worldly activities as incidental or seemingly real. Don't attach absolute reality to all that is happening around you. Is it easy or difficult? Very difficult, right? So that is the quality you'll have to build. That's when you slowly move from sammudhaha to mudhaha. It means what? Little bit detached and then asammudhaha. The goal should be, and this can happen only by two steps. What are the two steps? One, vivekam. Constantly you have to study the Vedanta Shastras, because the moment you leave the class, all that is happening in the world starts affecting you. So come back to Vedanta. Vedanta will tell you systematically how the world is actually unreal. There's only one reality. So that is called Vivekam. Second, by developing Vairagyam. Vairagyam, how detachment through understanding that none of the things in the world will give you happiness. And so the next step is a lot of problems are affecting you. The problems have to be dealt with. Yes, whatever you can do, you try. But don't lose sleep, don't get into tension, don't get into pressure. Pray to Bhagavan to help you solve the problems, and it will take time because of prarabdha karma. It will take time. So don't get very agitated in the mind. So these two things, Vivekam and Vairagyam, has to be built over a period of time. It will not happen overnight. If you decide today, it will happen over a period of time. That is asammudha. So Bhagavan is already saying, Martyeshu, among all people, there are only select few who are asammudha. They understand the supreme truth as what? Three things I told you. What are the three things? One, supreme principle is ajam. Very good. That is birthless, anadim, causeless, and Lokamaheshwaram, Lord of the entire universe. Among these three aspects, the last aspect, which is Lokamaheshwaram, you can say Sarva Lokamaheshwaram also. The entire what? Process of praying to Bhagavan for solution is embedded in Lokamaheshwaram. So, what do? We go to Bhagavan in various forms as Ganapati, as Saraswati, as Shiva, or Krishna, or Hanuman, and pray to solve your problem. Yes or no? Why do you pray to Bhagavan? Because Bhagavan is the Lord of everything. So in all the slokas, even if you do Archana, so all the different pujas that come throughout the year, from now on, when you do the Archana, there are 108 names you chant. I don't think anybody is doing Sahasra Archana. Nah, they will do only what? Ashtottara Shatanama Valihi. Ashtottaram is not only Ashtottaram. Ashtottara means 8 after. What is that you should know? Shatanamavali or Sahasranamavali. Shatam means 100. So you should say Ashtotra Shatanamavali. You look at all the names, always each of the 108 names, some of them will clearly indicate that Sarvaloka Maheshwaram will come, whether it is Devi or it is what? Ganesha or Hanuman. So from that standpoint, we are trying to worship and get some benefit to solve worldly problems. Don't remain at that level. Raise your thought to that supreme as being the causeless cause and also be birthless by only study Vedanta Shastras. So this knowledge, see, you should understand, all of us go and try and get some education and knowledge, yes or no? Nah, all of us are really educated, right? So education is at different levels. Write down. The first level education is for survival, yes or no? What will parents say? Go and get a proper degree. Then only you'll get a job. Then only you can earn money. Then only you can survive. Again, correct? That is education for survival. Second level is some people learn certain things for intellectual satisfaction. Yes or no? Means what? They may not pay you, but at least you are getting some intellectual satisfaction. But even these kind of knowledge, whether it is for survival or for intellectual satisfaction, they are not liberating knowledge. Please understand. They are still knowledge that binds you. There is only one knowledge which is liberating knowledge. That is this third level knowledge, which is called as the knowledge of the Supreme. So, when we say in Vedanta, Jnanam means knowledge. In Vedanta Shastra, when we say Vedanta Jnanam, what does it mean? Knowledge of the Supreme Truth. Realization of the Supreme Truth is pure consciousness, existence, bliss absolute, as your own true nature is the highest knowledge, which is a liberating knowledge. It means what? It liberates you from all the bondage and makes you establish in supreme happiness. So understand, this requires special effort that is distinctly different from the other two. One is survival, another is intellectual satisfaction. This is liberating. So requires devotion, sampradayam, tradition through the Guru and lot of Shraddha Bhakti. By that you will get this knowledge. So having explained the higher nature as what? Birthless, costless, and the Lord of the entire universe, Bhagavan now wants to focus on something that is closer to us. Is Bhagavan only what? Somewhere costless, birthless, some great, no, supreme principle sitting somewhere and Lord of the whole universe. Looks like very distant, right? So Bhagavan wants to bring himself very close to you. And the next two shlokas, you chant shloka number 4 and 5 together, you'll understand that Bhagavan is nearer than the nearest. How? Shloka number 4. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च।
श्रीभगवानुवाच बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं चाभयमेव च.
Very good. Let's stand together, all of us. See, when we chant this, before Kshama, there is a Nisarga. So compulsory you have to stop. Don't say Buddha Jnana Samoha Kshama. Don't say continuously. Stop there. It's why most of the books you'll have Kama, right? After that. And stop after Sammoha. Chant now. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Buddhir Jnanama Sammoha क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च. We'll chant even 5 and then look at the meaning together. It's a pair shloka. Ahimsa samata tushtihi tapodanam yasho yashah भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Very good. Also with that. Shri Bhagavanuvacha ahimsa samata tushtihi tapodanam yasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam matta eva prithagvidhaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, I told you something in the beginning of the 10th chapter when we do the introduction. The entire Vibhuti Yoga is God's manifestation as the higher reality or the lower reality. You are going to understand the manifestation of Bhagavan as Para Prakriti or Apara Prakriti. Very good. Now you're all in the class. Very good. The Apara Prakriti, matter principle, the uniqueness of certain aspects of certain special matter principles is what Bhagavan is pointing out. And so Bhagavan begins the explanation of the manifestation. Now, what is the understanding? The one supreme principle manifests as many. You all know the formula 1 by 0, infinity. Don't forget that. So, certain aspects Bhagavan is going to take and point out how all these are nothing but various manifestations of the fundamental matter principle. So, slokas number 4 and 5, write down. Bhagavan is going to take the subtle aspects of matter principle in which consciousness also permeates. So you cannot recognize these aspects, what I'm going to discuss, without the presence of consciousness. So it's a combination principle. Subtle matter with consciousness principle. Bhagavan is giving a list of a number of these manifestations. So matter can be what? Write down. Matter can be gross, subtle, subtlest. So Bhagavan is pointing to the subtle principle of matter. Sukshmam, write down. Sthulam, Sukshmam, Sukshmataram, Sukshmathamam. So there are different levels. You understand, right? Sukshmam is normal. Sukshmataram, relative. Sukshmatamam, absolutely no subtle. So Bhagavan begins by saying, intelligence that is present in all the human beings, whatever intelligence. Through intelligence, you learn something, right? You're able to memorize certain things, able to cognize. So those kind of aspects are present within the human mind. intelligence. That requires what? The mind as a subtle matter principle plus consciousness. Understand? Intelligence cannot function without consciousness. So Bhagavan starts by saying intelligence, because intelligence is the most important thing. It's jnana margam. So not the intelligence you think of, like the objective intelligence. One has to have the sharpness of mind to grasp supreme truth. So intelligence is nothing but that is the manifestation of the supreme, because it's a matter principle, comes from subtle matter. Clear? So they're all born out of Bhagavan. He says, born out of me. Born out of supreme means what? Which aspect? It is a higher nature or lower nature. Here, special. All this fundamentally the matter principle permeated by consciousness. Clear? Intelligence, knowledge. Knowledge is ability to grasp, remember, and also reply back, express back. So, Medha Shakti, so knowledge, these two. Then Bhagavan wants to help you to get out of asammudhaha. He told you one word, asammudhaha, in sloka number 3. To get that, that itself is divine. So, that aspect of the mind which will be free from delusion, that mind which can withdraw from the world, special capability. Even the mind that gets involved in the world also is Bhagavan. But from that, you have to point out the what superior nature of the mind, which can disconnect from the worldly happenings, non-delusion. Then patience, the most difficult thing, right? Everybody wants everything immediately. These days, instant food, instant happiness, instant everything, even instant jnanam. That's why all these crash courses are being done. Swami Dayananda used to say, this crash course becomes a crash course. So nothing in the world can be obtained instantaneously. So you require a lot of patience, most difficult, right? Patience. So that patience is an aspect of supreme. They're all what? Qualities, right? Patience is a quality. Non-delusion, that means what? Not getting ensnared in the world is a quality. Knowledge, important aspect, capability, intelligence. So the capability and the quality that is there within you are different aspects of Bhagavan. Now you see, before going through further the list of items, understand the method that we use in our karma kanda or prayers. We want to get these good qualities. So all these qualities, we pray to certain aspect supreme in a particular form. Are you getting the point? When you want intelligence and knowledge, what do? You pray to Saraswati, you pray to Ganapati, yes or no? With certain slokas, which will focus our mind to get those qualities, yes or no? Anybody goes to Parvati and says, give me knowledge. Huh? So you will ask for power, right? Similarly, when you go through all these things, you will see our prayers are all tuned to get these qualities, and those prayers also are formulated by rishis accordingly. So what we do, go to Saraswati. What do you say? You all know sloka, right? Saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini. What do you say? Complete. Anybody? Huh? Saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini. Vidyarambham karishyami siddhir me sada. Namaste Sharade Devi Kashmir Paravasini. Tvamaham prarthaye nityam vidyadanam cha dehi me. Are you understanding? Clear, no? Like that, when you go to Ganapati, you ask certain. So, like that, each prayer is nothing but asking, because Bhagavan is present in us as these things. Once you invigorate these aspects, they will become more prominent. So, why should you do prayer? You can all ask. When you pray, what is present within you becomes more powerful. If you don't pray, even what is little bit available also will go away. That is how the system has been done. You understand the science behind system of prayers that have been done in our system? So please follow this. So non-delusion, patience. So we pray to Devi and say what? Don't make me get involved in the Maya. Make me remove the Maya of my mind. Lot of shlokas are there. So non-delusion, patience, truthfulness. Satya, most difficult, right? Can we speak truth always? 100 years you live. When you live 100 years, you speak only truth. Mahaprabhu has told, if you can speak only truth for 32 years minimum, then whatever you say will become true. That's the power of truth. Now look at us. 32 days, 32 months can we practice speaking truth? For some reason, we will tell something. That is not truth, right? That's why even the Upanishad mantra says, Satyameva Jayate. Most glorious thing is speaking Satyam. So even the method of approach to dharma, Upanishad says, Satyam vada dharmam chara. So no, it's placed at the highest pedestal. So Satyam, so truthfulness. So if you want to speak truth also, one has to pray to Bhagavan. So that is already there in us, but it has to manifest consistently. Consistently speaking truth is also an aspect of the supreme. Next, control of sense organs. Most difficult, right? And again, moment we see all delicious food in front of us, asagulla, samosa, so I keep saying, wonderful bakery, restaurant around your house. What you will do when you go to that, go around that, even though what you may not want, it will pull you. Yes or no? Lot of people will be eating. Let me go and taste, though it is not healthy. Like that. Lot of people buy the food from the roadside also and eat. I've seen. People eat so many things. So since I'm only talking about taste buds, then there is shabdas par shabdam, parsham, form, name, so many things that attract our sense organs. How to be within the realms of dharma. We have to use the sense organs at the same time, be within the controlled, called controlled action. You know that controlled in chemistry, we talk about controlled action, controlled reaction. Like that, sense organs have to be. So, first, it should be a lot of effort for a period of time. It should be effortless. That is why a lot of vratam is being prescribed in our shastras. Anybody taking some vratam, Ekadashi vratam? Like that. Some people take vratam on Thursday. That means what? Limit all the food. Once the food is limited, then everything automatically becomes limited. Have you seen? When food becomes limited and you control the food, the sense organs by nature, write down are chanchalam. Chanchalam himana Krishna. Arjuna says, right? Chanchalam. Chanchalam means what? Always looking for something. What can I get? What can I get? When you control the food and make it minimum, already you are tired. So the extroverted behavior of sense organs reduce. So once you start practicing over a period of time, by getting more and more sattvic guna, sattvika gunam, your sense organs will come under control. So Bhagavan points out, sense control is an important aspect of the matter principle, which is Bhagavan. So what is sense control? Sense control is when objects appear in front of you, not getting ensnared unnecessarily is called sense control. That is slightly easy. Yes, easy or difficult? I'll say, okay. Next level is mind control. What is mind control? Even though the objects may not be in front of you, mind will start imagining, how nice it will be if this happens, only if that happens. Yes or no? Mind imagines, right? So that is only comes out as many of your dreams. Sometimes your dreams are manifestations of your imagination. So that is more difficult. That's why all the sadhana. So the right way is, I keep saying, do a lot of japam, focus japam and dhyanam. What I'm teaching in this class, consistently you do, then only the mind control will be easy. Otherwise, just being what the way you are living is very difficult. Yes or no? And this lack of mind control is actually coming back to you as different kinds of problems in life. Please understand. Many times simply you'll be worrying or not, there will be nothing to worry. Things will be going smoothly. Even then the mind will not be calm. Mind will have some kind of, what is this? What is life? Something kind of, that is because the mind we have not practiced or no, this wonderful aspects of our sadhana, which is japam dhyanam, that will help you get mind control. Even that is also very important aspect of the matter principle. Pleasure. So pleasure, happiness, enjoying pleasure, even that is an aspect of matter. Now that you all studied the three gunas or no, gunatraya vibhaga yoga. So in that happiness, pleasure is an aspect also has got three ways. Satvika sukham, rajasa sukham, and tamasa sukham. So you can get happiness in various ways. All are still what? Aspects of what? Rajogunam, Tamogunam, Sattvagunam, and what is Rajas, Tamas, Sattvam, which is matter or consciousness. Quickly. I know you should know matter, right? From that matter, different aspects are. So pleasure that is born in the mind, whichever could be Rajasic, Tamasic, Sattvic, all aspects of the fundamental matter. Nothing but thought wave. See, the thought wave that makes you happy. Nothing but matter, energy. Energy and matter are interchangeable, all signs. Huh? And then thought only good things, even the pain that you experience, that is also an aspect of matter. Are you getting the point? If you don't want pain, you have to go to Bhagavan, because Bhagavan creates the pain or problem depending upon your karma. Write down the wonderful sloka in Sahasranamam. Bhayakrit bhayanashanaha. Anybody can get the full sloka? There is a nama for Mahavishnu, Vishnu Sahasranama. Bhayakriti. He creates fear. Bhayanashanaha also removes all the fear. So the pain is an aspect, no, fear is an aspect of pain. So creation of pain, removal of pain is also what? Aspect of Bhagavan. Bhayakriti bhayanashanaha. Then birth. No need to explain further. We have understood enough. All creation, all beings are born because of supreme principle, aspect of life, birth, death. Two things you cannot define. Yes or no? Can we define I should be born on this day? No? Can we define we should die on this day or time? No. Two things beyond our control. Birth and death are all aspects of the subtle matter principle, Maya Tattvam. Then similarly, fear. I told you pain, fear also. Why we all have different kinds of fears? Because we have learned something that is so Radhasagar is giving the sloka. Bhayakrit bhayanashanaha. No, note down. Chant it many times to remove fear. Okay. So many times we get different kinds of fears because of experiences. We have to, that's why we always pray. Many people now pray to Hanuman to become fearless, yes or no? Huh? I actually thought one wonderful bhajana on Hanuman some time back. वीर मारुति गंभीर मारुति धीर मारुति अति धीर मारुति सीत मारुति संगीत मारुति दूत मारुति रामदूत मारुति भक्त मारुति परम भक्त मारुति. Write down this after this class. Chant. Today is Saturday. Very good to chant on Hanuman. Every day you chant Hanuman Chalisa, all those stotras to emerge powerful, remove fear. Very important. If you are always under pressure and fear, you will never ever get any new knowledge. Clear? Oh, Buddhirbalam, Yashodhairyam, Nidbhayatvam, Arogita, Ajatyam, Vakpaduttum cha, Hanumati Smaranad Bhavet, Sadhya Sadhaka Swamin Asadhyam, Tava Kimmada Ramaduta Kripa Sindho Matkatyam Sadhaya Prabhu. So include chanting Hanuman shlokas to remove fear. So become fearless. And the highest fearlessness can come by what method? Now we should know about the higher reality. Only by jnanam can emerge totally fearless. I told you one Upanishad mantra, write down. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Yajnavalkya tells Janaka, Abhayam vai Janaka prapto. See. Ah, Abhayam vai Janaka prapto. See. So when Janaka got that absolute knowledge, so Yajnavalkya tells Janaka, you have now reached a state of absolute fearlessness. Nah, Ken. Janaka, Jagdeval didn't say you become Brahmagyani. He said, Abhayam vai Janaka prapto. See, you have attained the state of fearlessness. So once you are established in absolute fearlessness, means what? You got the Brahmagyanam. So if you get Brahmagyanam, absolutely fearless, that's difficult. Start with all these prayers to karma, karma yoga, chitta shuddhi, then upasana, and again, then Vedanta Shastra for n number of years, Guru, get jnanam, then absolute fearlessness. Even the fear of death will go away. Yes or no? For a person who has got Brahmagyanam, there is no fear of death also. Why? Because when you get jnanam, I understand that I am beyond birth and death. I am neither born nor dead. That birth and death is physical body. I am pure consciousness, which is the nature of absolute bliss. Clear? So, next, we have to get to the stage of fearlessness. Our mind also should be non-violent. What is happening to our mind? Every now and then. Violent doesn't mean you are attacking somebody. The mind is very volatile. They talk about volatility, right? One time it is very calm, another time getting very agitated. It's not able to be peaceful. So non-violence, both what in all three aspects, kaya, vacha, manasa. Some people, when they speak, it's a very violent speech. Yes or no? Have you seen people when they speak, they will not speak in a very nice, soft manner. Always scolding and other things. And similarly, physical action, violence to be avoided, and also mental thought. All these aspects we pray to Bhagavan because they're nothing but aspects of matter principle. See, it's all there. Everything is there. Both the good, bad, ugly, everything is there. The more you focus on the right things that you need, that is only through these prayers, those will manifest in you much more strongly, and more you get all the good qualities. No? Speaking the truth, being non-violent, being patient, being always in a happy state of mind, not getting into tension, practicing truthfulness, not getting deluded with the world. No, all these things and becoming right frame of mind for getting this knowledge, intelligent knowledge. Then what happens? Become very positive person. And so not only you are very positive, people around you also will get energized. Yes or no? If you are de-energized, negative, always complaining, people around you, even with little positivity is there, it'll go away. Yes or no? Have you seen this? So, will you ever go to a person always complaining, always saying, well, you want to be positive people. So, be that change you want to see in the world. So, non-violence in kaya, vacha, manasa. Then, more difficult things, equanimity. So, practice consistently a mind which can be equanimous. What are the two methods? One, when you got problems, use the formula I told you. From what to so what to what next. So the problem should not affect you. That is equanimous. Anything happens, it will also go away. Good things or bad things. If something very good happens, don't get excited because you should know that is also transient. Whether good or bad is transient. So one is don't get unnecessarily agitated by things that are not favorable. At the same time, whatever is required, only aim for that. Dharma viruddho bhuteshu kamosi bharatarshava. Too much of desire, unnecessary desires, unnecessary expectations in life is one of the key problems. This equanimity and also next, Bhagavan's own contentment. This equanimity and contentment is not coming. Why? Because of too many unwanted, go and check back, too many unwanted desires, the root cause of this. So whatever is required, you aim for that. Whatever comes, take it as prasada buddhi. Something happens that can upset your mind, you should know that it's only transient, it will go away. All these are all auto suggestion. You keep on doing. All these are also aspects of what matter. Maya, as I told you, Maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. What is sloka? Remember? Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivartetana samshayaha. Maya matram idam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. I told you one day specifically I'll deserve. Let us see. Be next Mahashivratri, I'll explain this. Very difficult to understand this, no? Godapada Karika. So everything is an aspect of Maya. So you will see something that you didn't expect will happen, yes or no? All in all our lives, everything as per expectation it happens, is it? Huh? Many things happen which we don't like. How many of you can say 100% whatever I'm expecting is happening in life? Can you say that? Huh? So difficult. Lot more. Haripanama is very, very frank. That's why we should be very clear. Many things happen in life which we don't expect. Not only that, not only we don't want what? There are two types of problems. We expect good things to happen. They may not happen. We don't want bad things to happen. They will happen. Are you understanding? Double negative. See, suppose accept something good, okay, fine, doesn't happen, fine. We didn't expect this kind of worst things to happen. Somebody cheats you, some problem comes, some loss comes, yes or no? You never expected this person behave like that, person behaves like that. Creates a lot of unnecessary problem in the mind, right? Agitates you. And what I told you, one wonderful methodology for this. When things unexpected happen, what you should do? Open the bucket called Maya and put everything into Maya bucket and say, you please take care. I am not going to get agitated. That jnanam has to come. That's why Vedanta is very important. So things like equanimity, contentment will come only by understanding that really what is happening around you is a play of Maya, and it's going to come in different ways to different people. Yes or no? Everybody doesn't get the same experience. Why is everybody's experience different? Because of my karma. So that is the feature of Maya. Equanimity of Maya is what aspect of whom? Maya is an aspect of Ishvara, Bhagavan. What is sloka? Write down. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. Bhagavan is already warning. It is Duratyaya. It is very difficult to cross. It will come in front of you in various ways and will keep on ensnaring you. You have to really withdraw. How? So, the 7:14, put the full shloka. Very good, Venkatraman. Devi, right? Please chant with me. Just keep on chanting this every day. Devi, Kesha Gunamayi, Mama Maya Duratyaya, Mame Bahe Prapadyante, Maya Metam Tarantite, Mame Bahe Prapadyante. Only those who surrender totally to Bhagavan. The entire Maya is under Bhagavan's control. He'll put a net like this. Just like a fisherman puts a net and catches all the fish. Similarly, this Maya web. That's why World Wide Web is a Maya. Be careful. When you go to www, why it's called as World Wide Web. Is there a web or not in that? Web means what? Something that can catch you. You understand? Even they also unknowingly kept the word web. Now you see, our Vedanta is very powerful. Ram Ram Subbu. But the fact is, it is a web. It will catch you if you don't know how to use it intelligently, yes or no? So, Mamevaye prapadyante. Complete surrender to Bhagavan as what? Ananyas chintayanto mame janah paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam mahamyam. Same Bhagavan who talked about Maya, which is difficult to cross. Same Bhagavan says, you now start focusing on me. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Ye janaha paryupasate. There also, here also, ye janaha. There also what? Mameva ye prapadyante. Can somebody write down this? Mameva ye, those people who worship me. How? Ananyas chintayanto. Mam, I will take care. What? Yogakshemam mahamyaham. So all these two pair shlokas, try and remember together. What are the two pair shlokas now? Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Baye Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite Ananyas Chintayanto Mame Jana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhijuktanam Yogakshemam Maham. Now you understand how to reorganize Bhagavad Gita for our benefit. Huh? The method. So remember, Bhagavan only will create all this depending on our karma. Bhagavan only can help us cross. So, equanimity, contentment, and to become equanimous and contented. Very important quality you need to build is austerity, tapas. What is austerity or tapas? Making sure you live with minimal needs. Understand? Minimal needs for both physical, mental, intellectual, like everything should be minimized. Means what? Even though you got enough money to enjoy a lot of luxury, learn to live a limited what? Limit yourself. No, everything. No, nothing should be too much exaggerated. So austerity, tapas. So that is the first word in what? Ramayanam tapaswadhyaya niratam tapasvi vakpitamvaram naradam paripapracha valmikehe munipungavam. By the word, because Valmiki became Valmiki by how? From Ratnakara to Valmiki by tapas. That is why tapaswadhyaya niratam. Understanding? So, understand austerity, not just moderation. You have to also subject your thing to certain amount of challenges. Like for example, now summer is going to come in after 3 months, 4 months. All of us want to be in what? AC always, 24/7. And you don't understand, by putting AC continuously, you also become sick. See whether you can moderate yourself, I mean, reduce the dependence too much on air conditioner, that luxury, this luxury, luxury of tongue, luxury of what sight, everything. But it don't focus more on all the sadhana, that is austerity or tapas. So that also is an important aspect of Maya Tattvam, matter principle, Bhagavan. Similarly, generosity, very difficult. So we want everything. You also want to be a permanent consumer, never a contributor. Learn this important aspect of contributing to the right cause. Be generous. Oh, when you are generous and donate to the right cause, it will come back to you in multi-fold. That's how dharma works. We all trust all the other people who come, all this, financial people come and say, you put money here, I'll give you double, triple. That we are willing to trust. But Shastras say, dharma be dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Be generous, give to the right cause, will come back to you. You don't trust. So even getting that appreciation and then following is difficult. So let us what? Learn to be generous and dhanam. That's why it's called generosity. Then fame. So don't aim for fame. Fame should follow you. When you do good work, right things, fame will come. Should be famous for the right things. Can also be famous for wrong things or not. That's happening today in all over the world, US also, right? People are very famous for the wrong things. So be careful. Fame has got, there is something attached to it. As much as it takes you higher, one day, third, it will bring you down. So be careful. Don't aim for fame and all. Do good things, people recognize, fine. So that's a vibhuti. It's an aspect of Bhagavan. But never ever do any wrong things to become famous. And so Bhagavan also points out ill fame. You see, both fame and ill fame are aspects of Maya. So all these aspects, as the sample is not the entirety, right? So different things that affect us or no in our lives, we're able to connect. So each of these are nothing but aspects of Maya. You focus on what you need, the right things through proper prayers, proper sadhana. So that which is within you will get invigorated. That will manifest in you. You'll become very positive. Other things will slowly die away. All the wrong things will get away. You become a very sattvic person. Please understand. The process of making you sattvic is by first understanding that everything is in you. There's nothing that is outside you. Where you focus your energy, you are going to get that result. So Bhagavan says that these are my different dispositions, manifestations. These are there present in all the beings. They are all born out of me. Everything is coming out of Bhagavan. Itova imani bhutani jayante. Clear? So now quickly we'll do Padavibhaga, Anvaya, and most likely you can finish this in this class. Then we'll quickly look at the ebook also for a few minutes. All of you have downloaded. If you not downloaded, please do it today and during the weekend so that you are ready for next Thursday class. Now, Churka, all of you, 2 slokas together. We'll do Padavibhaga, Anvaya. Now, be attentive. Buddhihi Jnanam Asammohaha. See, in the previous sloka, Asammodaha, Asammohaha. Kshama. Don't say Kshamaha, kadayade. Kshama. Singam. Satyam. Damaha. Shamaha. Sukham. Dukkham. Bhavaha. Abhavaha. Bhayam. Cha. Abhayam. Eva. Cha. Clear? Now slowly you all become Sanskrit or not? Sanskrit Pandit. You all become very. My Guruji used to say, if you do Padavibhaga Anvaya properly, learn that 60% Sanskrit Pandit. My Guruji will give. My Guruji is a very good, great Sanskrit scholar. If he gives, it's worth, not somebody else. Okay. Then Ahimsa, Samata, Tushtihi, Tapaha, Danam, Yashaha, Ayashaha. Simple or not? Bhavanti, Bhava. So, Bhavanti, Bhavaha, I should say. Bhavanti, Bhavaha, Bhutanam, Matta, Matta, one word. Eva, Prithak Vidaha. Prithak Vidaha, you have only one word. Don't break it. So, Bhavaha, Visarga is required. Play do again, second line. Bhavanti, Bhavaha, Bhutanam, Matta, Eva, Prithak Vidhaha. Prithak means different. Prithak Vidhaha means different dispositions. Clear? Now, look at the Anvaya. Anvaya is nothing but a list. Write down. Buddhihi. Put one. Against all the, wherever you have given I hope you're all putting a line, right? Buddhihi. Between Buddhihi and Jnanam, you should put on line. So Buddhi becomes a separate word. Number 1. Jnanam. Number 2. Asammohaha. Number 3. Anvaya is the same order. Kshama. Satyam. Damaha. Shamaha. Sukham. Dukkham. Bhavaha. Abhavaha. Clear? Can go fast, right? Same order. Why is all order list? Nothing to rephrase here. Bhavaha, abhavaha, bhayam, cha, abhayam, eva, ahimsa, samata, tushtihi, tapaha, danam, yashaha, cha, ayashaha. So same thing, right? Nothing to Yashaha cha. The chakaram should be bought. That's all. From another place. Yashaha cha. Ayashaha. Then Prithag Vidhaha. Some small change. Prithag Vidhaha. Bhavaha. So now we are able to see Prithag Vidhaha. Bhavaha. Bhavanti Bhavaha is there? No. That Bhavaha should be brought after Prithag Vidhaha. Bhavaha. Bhutanam. So now slightly the last line you have to do proper rearrangement. Bhutanam bhavanti mattaha. Mattaha. The visarga is required. Mattaha eva. Mattaha eva. Ends with eva. Mattaha eva. Now Look at the Anvaya meaning. Buddhihi. Buddhihi means what? Intelligence. Various aspects. Medha Shakti, I told you. Buddhihi, aspect of the subtle principle of Bhagavan. Jnanam is equal to knowledge. Slight difference. Buddhihi is the ability to grasp and being sharp. Knowledge is retention and ability to remember, right? How many of you will remember all the slokas? You have to commit to memory. Memorization is a particular acquiring the knowledge. Jnanam. Asammoha means what? Not becoming asammudaha, not getting ensnared to the world, not getting into the world wide web. I told you, don't get too much caught up in the web of the world. Very nicely coined, world wide web. You see, asammoha, non-delusion. Write down. Not getting ensnared by maya tattvam too much. Asammoha. Kshama. Kshama means what? Patience. So the word kshama has got different meaning. Here it's patience. Also ability to forgive. Kshama here can take patience. I told you one sloka earlier. Narasya abharanam rupam. Rupasya abharanam gunaha. Gunasya abharanam jnanam. Jnanasya abharanam kshama. Satyam. Satyam is what? Truthfulness. Satyam vada. Very important for us to always remind us to be on the path of truth. Truthfulness. Satyameva jayate. See, the interpretation is some people say truth alone wins, but actually this mantra says greatness of speech is truth, glory of truth. Okay. Damaha. Dando damayita damaha. There is one sloka, right? Sastranamam. Damaha means sense control. So you will see some sannyasis will carry a dandam. Have you seen that? With them. And always they'll be holding it. Have you seen that or not? So it's an expression to the world that their sense organs are perfectly under control. Dandam, this indicates, the holding of dandam indicates complete control of sense organs. So that is called damaha. That means objects come in front, you will not get unnecessarily swayed away. You say in Tamil, no? Kandade Kachi, Kondade Kolam. Whatever you see. That's why all these film people, all the people, advertisement people take advantage because we don't have damaha. Please understand. So, since you are the adamaha, adamaha in many, many ways. So, damaha, no damaha, problem, build sense control, understand is very important. Shamaha. Shamaha is mind control. What? Even though the objects are not in front, your mind will start imagining. That is very more difficult. Correct? Build Shamaha is mind control. So all this is part of sadhana. Chatushtaya sampattihi, vivekam, vairagyam, shamadhi shatka sampattihi, mukshutvam. In shamadhi shatka sampattihi, you got Shama, Dama, Uparati, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana. That Damaha, Shamaha, Bhagavan is pointing out. Sukham. Sukham by nature means pleasure and being in the state of contentment and happiness. So, no, some people, whatever they have, they'll keep on complaining. Have you seen? When you go to everything is fine. You ask them, that is missing. Keep on blabbering. There are some people are not. Try to be contented with what is happening around you, what you are. So that sukham actually comes from contentment. I'm going to point out contentment later, but I'm telling you, shantam sukham, very important. Sukham, dukkham, also the pain that you undergo. When you undergo pain, also don't complain. You should know that is my karma coming back as matter principle. Please understand that. Then bhavaha. Bhavaha is bhavanti, manifestation, birth. Bhavaha means birth. Abhavaha means death. So bhavanti bhava bhutanam. Bhava, you know, bhavaha, what? Birth, abhavaha, death. Birth and death, I told you. So jatasya hi dhruvo mrityuhu Dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Somewhere you heard, no? Who is born, destined to die one day. So don't be afraid of death. What you should do before the death or Yama approaches us, you should get jnanam. Once you get jnanam, no problem. Yama won't come to you. Yama will go away. Huh? Please understand. So, birth and death, also aspects of matter. Yes or no? When you're born, matter is born, right? Matter principle born. Death, matter goes away. Bhayam, cha, fear. I told you a lot of slokas about Hanuman. Learn best way to get out of fear. A lot of fears are affecting your mind, right? So daily chant slokas Hanuman to remove fear. Fear is very important aspect. Very subtle. Affects the mind, afflicts the mind. Abhayam, you can also become fearless provided you follow the right way of life, all the aspect of Bhagavan. And important, if you are fundamentally a non-violent person, ahimsa, then what happens? Many things will not happen to you in very violent fashion, volatile fashion in life. If by nature internally we have got that kind of violent aspect, they'll manifest in different forms. Everything in the world, please understand. Entire thing in the world is a reflection of your mind. The same thing that is there in the world, some people it is a problem. Some of them will be it's okay. Yes or no? Have you seen this? That's how Acharya starts the Dakshinamurti Ashtakam Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam. Nothing but a reflection in your mind, the way you look at it, interpret it, because of your samskara, because of previous karma, it affects you in that way. Very, very deep concept. So, nothing to worry as long as you are in the path of Vedanta. Understand. So, bhayam cha bhayam, fear and fearlessness, ahimsa, be non-violent fundamentally. For that, you require samatha, equanimity. Once the mind is equanimous, person is less likely to be violent. That means what? Accepting, prasada buddhi. Any problem comes, forget it, move to the next one. Then contentment, tushtihi. The word santushtihi becomes santosham. Content, whatever Bhagavan has given us, we have to be contented, which is difficult to get. Yes or no? Sir, if we are contented, we cannot make progress. That's what some people say. How to get promotion, how to get increment. Objective world, you look for promotion, increment. Internally, you be contented. Put your effort. Whatever result you get, be contented. Tapaha. Build a lot of tapas. That means what? Austerities. That austerities start observing. And that is by reducing a lot of other chanchala buddhi, either by in taste, in sight, in hearing, everywhere you moderate and control. That is austerity. Dhanam. Try and as I told you, Shastra says certain percentage of your earnings, percentage, you reserve it for donating to the right cause. That once you set apart that, then you know it is for that purpose. And so mind also will get tuned and the donation will happen automatically. Build that capability. Be generous. Dhanam. Yashaha. Fame. So whenever fame comes your way, dedicate it to Bhagavan. Don't try to jump. Oh, I become very famous. No need. All the aspects of Bhagavan's vibhuti, please understand. Similarly, some people become infamous, ill fame. They also have to work to get out of that. So, aspect of Maya Tattvam. So, Bhagavan, all these can count the number. Prithak vidhaha bhavaha. Prithak means different aspects. Many are there. Bhagavan has taken some different aspects. Prithak vidhaha means different bhavaha, dispositions, manifestations, bhutanam, that is present in all the beings, right? All of us get affected by all this or not? Bhutana means living beings. Take humans for example. It's not go to other beings. Focus on individual. How all this affecting me? Bhagavan is saying, bhavanti, or born or manifested. Mattaha eva. Mattaha means out of me. Eva means alone. There's no other source. Here when Bhagavan says Mattaha, which aspect of Bhagavan? Which aspect of Ishvara? The matter principle, Maya Tattvam, Apara Prakriti, Upadana Karanam, all this. Remember that various aspects. Some of these will have a tinge of consciousness for you to what? Cognize that. So all these have to be remembered as aspects of Supreme Maya Tattvam. Clear? So we couldn't have time to go through the ebook. All of you, make sure that you download the ebook. Huh? It's very comprehensive, and we will take up analysis in 12 hours from now in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Tatsat Krishna 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 Shubhamastu समस्त सन्मंगलानि भवन्तु। हरि ओम नारायण नारायण।